binubuo ng matatag na workforce sa pamamagitan ng dekalidad ng edukasyon. That was my instant pronouncement nung nagpa-fill in the blank si Yusek Claire Castro, and I am serious on that. But admittedly, we cannot proceed without the full support of the champions of education in the Senate. If you go straight now, which is the heart of my presentation. So ito po yung interagency. With the Achieve Agenda, we do recognize the interagency needs. We need to work with DepEd and TESDA so that we can create a seamless framework for the trifocalized education so that yung graduate ng DepEd ng K-12 kung walang pera at mag-park muna sa TechVoc, we will make sure that there is an equivalency of credit before they go to higher education. We are now working with the ICT. The MOA is in progress because we are mindful that we cannot proceed with digitalization without them. Last week, we met already with no less than Secretary Rex Gatchalian to answer the problems on the distribution of delayed distribution of scholarship, right, and so many others. So we are now forming a technical working group to make sure that those listed from the 4Ps and the listahanan, if still not yet updated, we will make sure na on-time delivery, prioritize yung 4Ps because we are here to implement the pronouncement of the President na unahin ang mga 4Ps, ang mga college graduate na nakalista sa 4Ps so that it is our ambition that every single family in the 4Ps should produce at least one TechVoc or college graduate. The DOLE, yes, this is very important agency for us to come up with a one nation human capital development. They will help us identify the demand in a priority areas. The Department of Science and Technology, we started also meeting them already, including this National Irrigation Authority, NIA, we also met them already. Department of Energy, I work closely with Secretary Green, and of course the Department of Agriculture. All this interagency, we already had met them, and just yesterday, we do recognize that amidst all this strategic planning would be useless without an empowered academic leader. So we signed a memorandum of agreement with the Development Academy of the Philippines. Hindi pa naisali yan. Next slide. So what is lacking? How are we going to run through all this? How are we it is very easy to craft a strategic agenda, honorable members of the Senate, but we need budget to run through this. And we commit to you that under this leadership, we commit to you that every single cent that you will entrust to CHED will give its expected return of investment. So ito po yung aming net. Ito na po yung aming net, Sen Gatchalian, and thank you for publicly announcing your support to the Commission on Higher Education. Again, I assure you that every single cent that you will entrust to CHED, we will turn it into a impactful return of investment. So ito po yung aming na-approban sa 2026 budget. If you notice that if you move na lang, no? Anyway, they have copy. I just want to go to the title. Now, next slide. Madami pong mga line item budget. The grand total that is due to na nandun sa 2026 NEP is 33,997,000,000. But bulk of this will go to the universal access to quality education, tertiary education subsidies. Lalabas po lahat yan. Ito yung minamanage namin program. But as to the delivery of our mandate and programs, kulang na kulang po kami. So lahat po yan pupunta sa mga schools, like for example, the universal access to tertiary education, the scholarship, and so on and so forth. 33. Ilang percentage ang pupunta sa CHED operation lang? Ilang percentage? Ha? Yeah, okay. So next slide. Next slide, please. Kaya po, through nung kauupo ko po ay nabuo na namin yung aming Achieve Agenda. And then we do recognize this. Ito po ito po yung hinabol namin sa CHED, ay sa DBM. Kasi ako, nag-grant din ako mismo kay Apo President. Sabi ko, we are working in higher education institution. We are working in higher education institution, but when I went around to the CHED regional offices, para naman po silang nandun sa mababang paaralan. So sabi ko, where is the moral ascendancy that we feel that we are working for higher education kung ang kwarto namin sa higher education ay talaga po, later on makikita nyo po. And then, so we propose in order that there is a real inclusive upgrading of the CHED regional offices, we need this much in order to, because sabi ko, in the different 17 regions, we've been promoting tourism, but if we can make the different CHED regional offices as regional tourism hub, where all the K-12 graduates and everybody will go there, then it would be just the look of our CHED offices would inspire our higher education institution to work really for higher education.
Ma'am,
Itong
may I interrupt? I think it's, I have to apologize because we ran out of time. But the good thing is that it's such a comprehensive and interesting presentation. I see my colleagues writing down notes. And I think yung CHED SUCs as a tourism, as a focal point din ng tourism is such a good idea. I remember yung parang namin tatay ni Senator Pia who's in advertising, sabi niya, kung gusto mo mauso, simple lang, tignan mo anong ginagawa ng mga bata. So the same thing, di ba, na when you go to a place, you want to see where the young ones are, what they're doing. So I cannot agree more with that. Having said that, ma'am, I think because there's a lot to bite on and chew here, with your permission, we'll give all the senators a copy of your presentation. Then Senator Bam and I will talk with Senator Win whether we'll do an EDCOM or whether we'll do a joint committee and invite you at a time na ano sa inyo. By that time kasi, definitely not next week kasi budget next week. But by that time, ma'am, we'll have an idea then of how we can help you sa budget. So with your permission, can I cut you off there? But thank you. You had me you start at values. Diba? So we're now looking for solutions for ghost projects, for corruption, inefficiency. But long term, it's really the DepEd, academe, parents, churches, values, no? So ma'am, may I give you 1 more minute to say whatever you want to say or if the other commissioners, and thank you. I will manage the time better or start earlier next time. I didn't really think that ganito karami yung pupunta, but it's a good thing. It's a good thing.
Yung just 1 minute na lang po or 2 minutes na lang. Ang hindi na ipapakita dyan is the concern ng SUKS. It has been 3 years now that yung 5-year transition, kulang na kulang. If you can flash the data now, the discrepancy of tuition fee ranges from 12 pesos per unit to 500 per unit. This was my rant and I have a comprehensive study on the distribution.
And ma'am, wala naman atang private na ganyan ng tuition, di ba?
Wala po.
Malayo na talaga.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Chair, gusto ko lang idagdag, no? Ang nangyari ho kasi dyan, the schools submitted their cost per unit. At yun yung pinunuan ng 10931. And then there was a moratorium on increase. Correct, ma'am, no?
Yes.
Hindi rin tinaas. So in effect, yung mga matitipid, parang na-penalize pa sila, di ba? So my suggestion, Chairperson Shirley, is if we can have a consolidated budget per SUC. Kasi right now, meron kang budget ng SUC na hiwalay sa CHED, di ba? Tama po, no? Pero meron ka ring alokasyon ng 10931 na pupunta rin sa SUC. Correct, no? So, to be able to see magkano talaga yung ginagastos per head, we have to add those two budgets. Is that correct? Tama yung mathematics ko po, no? Opo. Para makita natin per SUC, magkano ba talaga yung ginagastos per student? And then, if we can come up with a range na mas malapit-lapit, kasi ngayon ang understanding ko, tanggalin mo si UP. I know that UP is really out of the range, but everybody else, parang ang lalayo talaga ng per head natin. If we can come up with that analysis, baka po mas maging mag-guide rin kami sa pagtulong po sa inyo. The other one is, eventually, maybe not for 2026, but maybe for 2027, gusto ko sana rin pong makita, magkano ba talaga yung ginagastos per head, per student in an SUC, in an LUC, although I don't know if you have access to the funds of the LUC, of the budgets of the LUCs. And later on, kapag na-pressure ang mga politiko sa mga SUC na damihan yung kanilang enrollment, kasi gano'n naman po lagi, pinipressure na damihan yung enrollment, alam natin kung magkano talaga. So anytime that we increase enrollment, we have an increase, a corresponding increase in the budget para fair din po sa state universities natin. And if we can have that number that you can easily, I'm sure, easily analyze, malaking bagay po yan sa budgeting process po namin. So sorry, Mr. Chair, just to add to that.
One last point
Yes, ma'am.
po.
Go, please.
Yeah, you have seen how enrollment tremendously increased, but the infrastructure for classroom remains stagnant. So po, akala ko more blessed ako sa Mariano Marcos State University, but there are students who are already studying under the mango tree because from 8,000 naging 18,000. And this is not unique to Mariano Marcos. All SUCs have increased tremendously.
Mr. Chairman, just very quickly, in last year pa lang, nag-report na ang CHED that UNIFAS will organize a TWG to study the normative fees. Do you remember, Chairman Sherwin? So dapat nangyari na yon. Anong status nun? Kasi they even bidded out for the consultants who will lead these TWGs. What's the status po?
Yeah, thank you for that question, Sen. I don't know what happened in the past, but I just signed last week the back resolution awarding a consultancy. That's 3 years. Yeah, last
It took a year because this report given to us was a year ago. So it
yeah.
took a year to bid out those consultants because it's here in my notes from last year that it was going to be bidded out already. So sana under your leadership, hindi na tayo kailangan mag-repeat ng mga questions, no? Or
Yes
remind
po.
what were the commitments made. Thank you.
Ma'am, in the spirit yung pinag-usapan natin na partnership, what I'll do kasi, and I'm asking for the patience of those who are asking for representation sa SUCs, nandito si dating Secretary ng ARTA, Jeremiah Bellica. I asked him to lead my team of representatives and kami muna for until December or January. But part of the mission I'm giving them is to ask nga every SUC what you've been saying kanina. And what you said, Senator Bam, di ba? Magkano talaga? May 5-year plan ba kayo? Anong infra kailangan? Yung basics lang. Back to basics lang, ma'am. Of course, the faith-based, value-centered agenda is there. But I think that's something we can do
Yes.
together. Nung panahon ni Senator Tessie Oreta, meron siyang Project Tao eh. I don't know if you remember that. I don't know if you're mayor already, Senator Win. Basically, ang ginawa niya, auntie mo nga pala, ang ginawa niya, let's start with the right data. Ilan ba talaga ang teacher, school, kasi di ba if they say na, ang average is 60 students per classroom. You don't know if that's the same in Manila, Valenzuela, Batanes, etc. So she did a sweeping, just to honor no what she did, no. So although all the data is there, as Senator Bam said, from a macro point of view, maybe even from the CHED chairperson or CHED commissioner's point of view, I don't know if it's presented that way. EDCOM is doing a great job, but you know, nakaka-surprise yung pagdami din ng campuses. Some say it's good, some hindi. But let's get the data, di ba? Ilan hektarya talaga yan, ilan ang pwedeng gamitin, may private scholarships Badjan, etc. and everything. No, so I think I don't know what to name the project, ma'am, but as you said, na the new CHED under your leadership will be guided by science and data driven. So we want to help. I think that's why the House and Senate has a rep sa Board of Regents. So I'm asking for the patience na I'll do that with my staff and with a small group muna so that we can get. Then we'll distribute it to all the senators. No? So ma'am, thank you very much for joining us today. If you have 5 more minutes, we'll be very happy to acknowledge all of you sa plenary. And I'm sure the other senators want to at least shake your hands. No? So thank you very much. God bless you. We will not adjourn. We will suspend at a common time that's beneficial to all of us. We'll be meeting soon. So the hearing is hereby suspended. Thank you.
Thank you po.